Hey y'all, it's Thursday! Woo! Now you might be asking, JL, it's like 100 degrees outside in the middle of Florida summer. What are you doing outside in a jacket, a crazy hat, and crazy colored clothes? I was asking myself the same question until I remembered, oh wait, Tuesday challenged me to do this. But in all seriousness, thank you. This is like a really fun challenge. I really have been waiting to have some excuse to wear this hat. I got it at Disney for my 16th birthday, so this is the first time, so thanks, Emily. Oh, and you did get my name right. Yay! So, I've got open house in a couple hours, so I'm going to do this quickly because I've got to do this and edit it and everything, so here goes nothing. Our challenge this week was pretty simple. It was to talk about how we fell in love with the Twilight series, I guess. As most every teenage girl, I guess, my friends introduced me to it. I was reading, like, a lot of weird books because I couldn't find any more good books because I'm such a book nerd. I read a ton of books, and at that point, I couldn't read Harry Potter and I couldn't read Twilight because Harry Potter was about wizards and magic and spells and stuff, and it was evil, and Twilight was about vampires, and that was automatically evil too. And I was so jealous of my friends because they could read all these books, and I was just like, and they were so obsessed with it. Like, every couple minutes it would be Harry and Ginny, or Hermione and Ron, and then it would be Edward and Bella, or Bella and Jacob, or Edward and Jacob, or just some weird combinations. And I was so left out, and people were trying to explain the books to me, and it just wasn't making any sense whatsoever. So, I was getting to finals my sophomore year, so this is 2 years ago, and wow, it's been a long time. And I needed a book to read because what else are you supposed to do after finals? You can't really talk on your phone or anything. So I got a book, and my mom made a quick stop to Books A Million with me. And first books I go to, Twilight series. And there's Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse. And I'm begging my mom to let me read them. I'm like, please, please, my friends are all reading this. It's just amazing. I've heard this amazing book series. Just please, please, please. And the nice, wonderful salesperson comes up, and she's talking to my mom about it too, because I guess she heard me begging. So she tells my mom how amazing the book series is and everything. And eventually we break down my mom enough to let me buy Twilight. Not New Moon and Eclipse, but just Twilight. So we get home, and she tells me, no finishing this tonight. You have to wait until tomorrow. So of course I'm like, oh, don't finish it tonight? Okay. So I read all but the last chapter in like 2 hours that night, and then I wake up the next morning because I had to leave it downstairs. I had to bring it downstairs or something. I bring it downstairs and I read the last chapter right before breakfast. My mom's like, you finished it, didn't you? And I was like, yes. And I was like, now I need New Moon and Eclipse, and she's like, we'll see. So I go to school and I finish my exam, and I've already reread Twilight like 1.5 times or something, and loving every second of it. And my friends are all like, OMG, Jesse's finally reading it! Ah! So, I get home, and I'm begging and pleading my mom to let me buy New Moon and Eclipse. And I'm like, I'll pay for it myself. I'll be your slave for eternity. I'm just begging her. And finally, she's like, fine, we'll go get it. So, we go and get it, and we get both books. And I finish New Moon that night. And then I finished Eclipse the next day because I had to read it during exams and whatnot, and I've been a fan ever since. And I had to wait 3 months to read Breaking Dawn, and between New Moon and Breaking Dawn, somehow I stumbled across TwilightGuy.com. I have no idea how I stumbled across it, but I did. And I just kept reading it and reading it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So I guess that was really the moment where I turned from, yeah, I love the book, to like, fan! So, thanks, Caleb. But, I read the books and everything, and I waited for Breaking Dawn, and in that time, Twilight Tuesdays, which I do remember because I was obsessed with those two, came, and I was watching those and just having the time of my life and being happy, and I was talking to people on the chat room that were the same way and stuff, and I met a bajillion amazing friends during those couple of weeks, or a couple of months, I guess. So, yeah, that's how I got introduced to the Twilight series and how I became such a fan. So Tuesday and I have to do challenges this week. So my challenges are either going to be done by Monday, Tuesday, or Friday. So either Courtney, Emily, or Rachel are going to do them, because I'm not sure if Wednesday's going to be back by next week. I think she is, because school's starting for everybody. But just in case, she's probably not going to have enough time to watch the videos to figure out if she has a challenge. So we're going to do it this way. And they've got to balance as many of the Twilight books as they have. I would say all 4, but some of us, like Emily, for instance, has loaned Twilight out, or New Moon, or whatever out. So as many of the Twilight books as you can on your head for 15 seconds, I'll say, because if I do any more, that's just going to be super, super hard. So try balancing the books on your head and try to get it in the shot or something. So, the person who has to do this is Monday, Courtney. You've got to do it. So, yeah. That's pretty much my video. Now I'm going to go get back into the air conditioning, because, as I said, it's like 90 degrees maybe. I don't know. But it's really hot. So I will see you guys next week. Bye!